Mexico is a vast and diverse nation, and simply calling it big doesn't seem to do it justice. Ranked as the 13th largest country and the 10th most populous in the world, Mexico stands out as an underrated titan among nations. When we think of the Americas, we often consider countries like the United States, Canada, Brazil, and Argentina. Even Colombia makes a big impression. But nestled between Mexico and Colombia is a collection of smaller nations that form Central America. The question arises, why is Central America composed of several small countries instead of one large entity like many of its neighbors? Before we delve into it, if you're fascinated by the intricate stories and diverse cultures of our world, be sure to subscribe to Infinity Curiosity. We explore fascinating topics and uncover the stories behind the headlines. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. To understand Central America's composition, let's step back in time. Today, Central America comprises Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama. This region covers an area roughly equivalent to that of Thailand and is home to about 50 million people. However, if we rewind to the mid-19th century, Central America was almost a unified entity known as the Federal Republic of Central America. Originally called the United Provinces of Central America, this federation emerged from the Captaincy General of Guatemala, a Spanish colonial territory. The Spanish, in their quest to conquer and colonize the Americas, organized their vast New World into several viceroyalties. North America was under the Viceroyalty of New Spain, while South America was divided among the viceroyalties of Peru, New Granada, and Rio de la Plata. These viceroyalties were ruled by viceroys, who governed in the name of the Spanish monarch, administering vast territories thousands of miles away. The Viceroyalty of New Spain, which encompassed what is now Mexico and parts of the southwestern United States, also included dependencies in Central America, the Caribbean, and briefly, Venezuela and the Philippines. These regions were known as captaincies, administered by governors appointed to handle specific regional affairs. In 1785, the Captaincy General of Guatemala was divided into smaller areas called intendencias, such as Ciudad Real, Comayagua, León, and San Salvador. These divisions were made to make local administration more efficient. However, this structure was shaken when Napoleon's French forces invaded Spain, throwing the Spanish Empire into turmoil. Spain's weakened state during the Peninsular War provided an opportunity for its colonies to assert their independence. Mexico declared its independence in 1810, and in 1821, after a protracted struggle, the first Mexican Empire was established. Central America also sought freedom from Spanish rule, launching a revolt in San Salvador in 1811. Although initially unsuccessful, a decade later, Central American leaders declared their independence and formed the United Provinces of Central America. This new federation, however, did not include Belize, which was under British control, or Panama, which was part of Gran Colombia and later just Colombia. The federation faced immediate difficulties. Within months, political conflicts led to its integration with Mexico. However, the union was short-lived due to internal strife and resistance from Central American liberals. The collapse of the Mexican Empire in 1823 allowed Central America to reassert its independence, but it grappled with internal problems and political instability. The Federal Republic of Central America faced significant divisions between liberals and conservatives. Liberals favored the separation of church and state and a reduction in executive power, while conservatives preferred maintaining the influence of the Catholic Church and a strong executive government. Manuel José Arce, a liberal, initially served as president but later dissolved the assembly. Francisco Morazán, another liberal, succeeded him and implemented reforms, including reducing the church's influence and relocating the capital to San Salvador. However, this decision was later reversed. The 1830s were marked by civil wars and epidemics, and tensions between liberal and conservative factions were exacerbated by poverty and disease. The cholera outbreak of 1837 was even labeled divine punishment by the clergy against the liberals. Nicaragua seceded from the Federation in 1838, followed by Costa Rica, Honduras, and Los Altos. By 1840, the Federal Republic of Central America had effectively disintegrated, with El Salvador declaring its independence the following year. A captivating aspect of Central American history is the impact of indigenous cultures. The Maya civilization, which flourished in present-day Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and parts of Mexico, left a rich cultural legacy. The Maya were known for their advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and architecture. The ruins of their cities, such as Tikal and Copan, continue to draw scholars and tourists, offering a glimpse into their sophisticated society. The Maya developed one of the most complex writing systems in pre-Columbian America, and constructed impressive structures, including pyramids and observatories. Besides the Maya, Central America was influenced by other indigenous groups, such as the Lenca, the Quiche, and the Corotega. These cultures contributed to the region's rich tapestry, with their traditions and languages continuing to shape Central American identity today. For instance, the Lenca people of Honduras and El Salvador have a strong cultural presence, with traditional crafts and festivals celebrating their heritage. Central American history is also intertwined with European colonial powers. Spanish colonization brought with it significant changes, but other European nations such as the British and French also left their mark. The British influence in Belize, historically known as British Honduras, shaped its distinct cultural and political landscape compared to its Spanish-speaking neighbors. The official language of Belize is English, a legacy of its colonial past, and its culture reflects a blend of Caribbean, African, and Mayan influences. In the early 20th century, the construction of the Panama Canal was a monumental event in Central American history. Completed in 1914, the canal connected the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, revolutionizing global trade routes. The canal's construction was a feat of engineering and diplomacy, involving significant investment and intervention from the United States. The United States controlled the canal zone until 1999, when it was handed over to Panama. The canal remains a crucial waterway, with expansion and modernization projects underway to accommodate larger ships and increase capacity. During the Cold War, Central America became a battleground for ideological conflicts. The United States supported various anti-communist regimes and insurgent groups, leading to prolonged and devastating conflicts. In El Salvador, the Civil War from 1979 to 1992 was marked by severe human rights abuses and international intervention. The United States provided military aid to the Salvadoran government, while leftist insurgents, including the FMLN, received support from various sources. The war had a profound impact on Salvadoran society, leading to a peace agreement and a long, difficult process of reconstruction. Nicaragua's Sandinista Revolution of 1979 brought a leftist government to power, which faced opposition from US-backed Contra rebels. The Contra War in the 1980s was characterized by guerrilla warfare and significant US involvement. The Sandinista government included efforts to address social inequality and implement progressive reforms, but conflict and political instability persisted. The 1990 elections saw the Sandinistas replaced by a more conservative government, leading to a period of reconstruction and economic adjustment. In recent decades, Central America has made strides towards regional integration and cooperation. The Central American Integration System, or SICA, established in 1991, aims to promote political and economic collaboration among its member states. SICA includes the former members of the Federal Republic of Central America, along with Panama, Belize, and the Dominican Republic. The organization works on a range of issues, including trade, security, and environmental sustainability. One notable achievement of SICA is the Central America IV Border Control Agreement, which facilitates the movement of people and goods across borders. This agreement allows citizens of 4 member countries to travel with a single visa and promotes greater regional unity. While not as extensive as Europe's Schengen area, it represents a significant step towards closer integration. Central America is also renowned for its vibrant cultural traditions and natural beauty. The region boasts a wide array of festivals, music, and cuisine. For example, Holy Week in Guatemala is famous for its elaborate processions and intricate carpets made from colorful sawdust and flowers. Costa Rica's Fiesta de los Diablitos features traditional dances and costumes celebrating indigenous heritage. Central America's natural environment is equally extraordinary. The region is home to tropical rainforests, volcanic landscapes, and stunning coastlines. Countries like Costa Rica have become leaders in environmental conservation, with ambitious sustainability goals. Costa Rica aims to achieve carbon neutrality by 2050 and has established a network of national parks and reserves to protect its rich biodiversity. Despite its natural beauty and cultural richness, Central America faces challenges such as poverty, violence, and political instability. Many people from the region migrate to other countries in search of better opportunities and safety. The issue of migration has led to complex debates about immigration policy and regional cooperation. Efforts to address these challenges include initiatives from regional organizations, international partners, and grassroots movements. Programs aimed at combating corruption, improving education, and promoting economic development are underway. The involvement of local communities and international organizations is crucial for building a more stable and prosperous future for Central America. The story of Central America is one of resilience, diversity, and transformation. From ancient civilizations to contemporary regional dynamics, the region's history is rich and multifaceted. By understanding its past and present, we gain insights into the factors shaping its unique identity and future. If you're intrigued by the history and contemporary dynamism of Central America, Infinity Curiosity is your channel to explore these captivating topics. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join us on a journey through the fascinating stories and histories that define our world.